There is no question that Tesla makes some of the best vehicles on the planet. They have the best technology, they are the fastest, and they are the greenest vehicles that you can buy. However, despite all of that, there are still features that don't come standard in your Tesla that you'll find standard in most basic gas cars. Today, I'm going to talk about the top 5 features that I would like to see start to be implemented in Tesla vehicles that don't exist today. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first feature is called cross-traffic alerts. And a lot of vehicles today have this. We're currently in my wife's Toyota RAV4 hybrid. It's a hybrid at least, but it's a 2016. Now, most vehicles today have the basic 12 sensors. These are obstacle awareness sensors. There's 6 on the front bumper and 6 on the rear bumper. But a lot of vehicles today have what's called cross-traffic awareness. It alerts the driver if somebody is coming, be it a pedestrian walking, a bicyclist, a child, a vehicle, passing by as you're exiting a parking lot, and so forth. Let me show you kind of how it works here. Okay, so we're in the vehicle. Let's go ahead and put it into reverse. So we're in reverse. The cameras come up and you'll see here that you can't even see my daughter who's on a scooter all the way to that side. And we're gonna put it in reverse. I've got my e-brake on and I'm gonna let go of the brake. E-brake, I'm trusting here with my foot hovering over the brake. Okay, go ahead. Now watch. See that? Before she even enters the frame, you start to hear beeping and it alerts you. That is what's called cross-traffic alerts. It alerted you before you could even see. Ready? As you can see, she's way off on the side here, and it was beeping to let me know that she was coming. You see, it starts to alert you all the way off in the corners instead of just right here in the middle. And that's part of that cross-traffic awareness. I really like this feature, and many times I have been unable to see the person or thing coming, and the vehicle has alerted me. 2016 ICE vehicle, this feature is present in. And let me show you, even if I were to look in my blind spot, I would not have been able to see her with the Model 3 next to me. Now let me show you what happens in the Tesla. Okay, so now we're in the Tesla and my daughter is behind the RAV4. I can't physically see her at all. And I'm going to shift the car in reverse. Now, the tricky part here is that the Tesla vehicle goes on hold, so it doesn't move. I have to kind of put it into a movement motion, which I'll show you, and then have my daughter go. It's a little scary, a little risky. Don't try this at home. And let's see if it alerts me. All right, so the car is in reverse, and I'm going to slowly make sure it's at 0. Okay, go ahead. And you'll see that we didn't even get an alert. I just saw that she was 17 inches away and no alert. Now, there is an alert when something is behind you and you start to reverse, but okay, so let me just try this again, reversing as something is coming. You'll see I'm moving, it's 0 miles an hour, but look, no beeping. And oh, there it was, slight beeping at 22 inches away. You know, not, see? So it comes a little bit, but you gotta, I don't know. It just doesn't seem as, there it comes a little bit. Okay, all right. But if she was coming from way off to the side and I was reversing, look. But there's no beeping until she's right in the middle and not off to the side. And that's cross-traffic alert awareness. That's what I want to see. Cross-traffic awareness. If something is coming by, and keep in mind, this is able to be done with the same basic 12 ultrasonic sensors. So Tesla could implement this via software. So Tesla, I'd like to see this implemented. That's feature number 1. Okay, while we're on the topic about things that Tesla could add to their vehicles to make the experience better, let's talk about today's sponsor, Teslab. Teslab has tapped into something that Tesla's missing out on, and that's more information about your vehicle provided to you, the owner. Now, Teslab is an app you can download on your mobile phone. It connects to your vehicle and unlocks so much information about your vehicle. Everything from basic controls of your vehicle to full-on efficiency reports to see exactly on a drive how efficient your drive is and where in that drive you were least efficient, when you were most efficient, what your elevation, your speed, your HVAC, and all of that you can see. Not only that, but then it unlocks a whole Yelp-like feature for the supercharging network. I can see in there which superchargers are awesome and which ones are not based on recommendations from my friends. And speaking of friends, they've got a community aspect too. So now you can connect with your friends on Teslab and exchange trips and journeys and superchargers that you like and love, where to eat, where not to eat, and so forth. It's really, really cool. Now, the icing on the cake is this is all in a pretty beautiful application and has an amazing interface. If you haven't checked out Teslab, I highly suggest you do. Click on the link down below and check out Teslab today. It'll be the best tool that you add to your Tesla. I guarantee it. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, now another feature that I'm not the first person to ask for this, it's been asked time and time again, especially with as many cameras that are present on the vehicle, is a 360-degree camera. Now, in my wife's car, it's a 2016 Toyota RAV4, there aren't nearly as many cameras as in the Tesla, but when I shift the car into reverse, I get a 360 camera. Check this out. Look at that. I get a 360 camera that enables me to see every angle of the vehicle. Not only that, as they're going around, I'm getting alerted everywhere that someone is there and as they move around the vehicle. This is super handy, especially like when you're parking and you need to see the curb, or you just want to know how close things are to your vehicle. A 360 camera is super helpful. And with all the cameras that Tesla has, you would expect them to have it. Let me show you what Tesla gives you. Okay, we're in the Tesla that has, what, 3 cameras up front, 4 on the sides, 7, 1 in the back, 8 cameras on the Tesla. Let's see what Tesla shows you on the screen as far as its cameras. Okay, so let's go ahead and shift this into reverse, see what we've got. Now you'll see that we've got a main screen here. This is what we used to only have, was just a rear camera that I have access to. Now when you swipe up, you've actually got access to both side cameras. The problem with this is that it only covers the rear of the vehicle. And with the rear of the vehicle, you don't get access to the front of the car. See, as soon as they go around front, you no longer see them. And that's crazy. So you don't have a 360-degree camera or a view, despite having all the cameras. So Tesla, please, please give us 360-degree view so that we can see all around our vehicle and ensure that we are safe from our surroundings. Okay, the third feature that some of you have seen me beat to death on social media, specifically Twitter, asking Elon multiple times, is for Apple Music. And the reason for that request is today, there are 2 major streaming services provided in your Tesla. There's Spotify and there's Tidal. Now, Spotify is the #1 streaming platform on the planet. They've got everything. And what I really like about Spotify is they've got user-generated playlists, which is really handy and cool to be able to find music. But this problem with Spotify is while Spotify offers high quality music, it doesn't offer that in your Tesla. Now, that kind of defeats the purpose because Tesla gives an amazing sound system and the ability for music to sound incredible. But if you're feeding it garbage, it's only so much that it's going to sound like. So I would love to see them increase the ability to stream higher quality music through Spotify. You can do that today with Tidal, which offers high quality music only through its streaming platform. But now you have to have a subscription to Tidal, and then maybe you're maintaining your Spotify because you like the user-generated playlists. But that's where my request for Apple Music comes in. The reason why I requested Apple Music is a lot of Tesla users use Apple products. We are in this so-called walled garden. And with that, it would be nice to have Apple Music. It is one of the top streaming platforms as opposed to Tidal, which is not. And so it would only make sense. And then Apple also offers their high quality Dolby Atmos spatial audio music, which would sound incredible in the vehicle. And then for selfish reasons, I like Apple's full platform, their full program. I can get my entire family for one low cost on not just music, but TV and arcade and newspaper, magazines, and everything of that sort, fitness, and all of that under one fee. I would like to just have one monthly price instead of, Spotify and then, Peloton and just juggling a lot of different things. It would be nice. That's why I want Apple Music. Now, to take that one step further, the implementation of either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto now enables you access to that, but now it gives you full native support of your mobile device. Today, Tesla enables you to make phone calls, it enables you to send text messages and read text messages, but it's in a very Tesla way. And so my phone knows that even though my wife's name is programmed as her name in the phone, that she is my wife. And if I tell Siri to call my wife, she knows who to pick for my contacts. Well, when I'm in the car, I have to tell Tesla to call her by her name. It's a minor inconvenience, but this is where the native support of Apple CarPlay or Android Auto comes in. Not only that, but being able to access all of your apps on your phone in a car format, which is safer, would be the most ideal. Tesla is a company, it's all about safety, so I would love to see them implement Android Auto or Apple CarPlay just for that full safety feature set. The ability to be able to use your device in a more safe format and access all of your device's applications and features would be ideal. So please, Tesla, consider this. Okay, with electric vehicles, you don't have an engine. You have a storage area called a frunk. It's a front trunk. Now, Tesla has one of these, but what I would like to see, and that's point number 4, is ability to access the frunk easier with 2 ways. Number 1, I'd like to see some way to be able to access it from the outside without having to use your phone or without having to use the touchscreen, which today are the only ways that you can use to open the frunk. Point 2 is a way for the frunk to easily open without you having to manually do it. Now, the reason for this is convenience. This is an area that doesn't get used a lot because it's inconvenient to access today. You need to open up your phone, unlock it, open up the Tesla app, and then trigger the frunk. Now, regarding the ease of opening it, normally on all Teslas, they just open a little bit and you still have to lift it and leverage your hands, which could be occupied holding food. There are third-party companies that offer power frunks, but I'd like to see Tesla offer that OEM. They did change this on their trunks. At first, the trunks did not auto-open, and now they do, so their entire line, the trunks auto-open, but I'd like to see the same feature brought to their front trunk, their frunk. It makes it easy to put food because the smell doesn't permeate into the cabin of the vehicle, so a lot of benefits to the frunk. It's hard to break into the frunk, to steal stuff, and so forth, so I'd like to see a way to open the frunk from the outside. Now, both these features are available in some of the other EVs, Ford F-150 Lightning, Rivian. The Rivian you can just actually walk up to and there's a hidden button that you can trigger as long as your phone is nearby. The frunk will open. I feel like Tesla could do something similar, and then making it powered would make it even more convenient. Until then, you can leverage the third parties, but it's feature number 4 that I'd like to see Tesla implement. Last and certainly not least, the final thing that I would love to see Tesla implement in their vehicle is some way to leverage its fleet to collect information to provide to its user, i.e. Waze. So if there was an easy way to report police, construction, road closed, just by a touch of a button, the way Waze does, that information could be shared with Tesla users all across the fleet, thus making all of our driving experiences amazing. I love the way Waze tells you, where there's a cop, is there still a police officer, where there's going to be construction, debris in the road, and so forth. It's just super handy, and I feel like Tesla's got everything here to be able to implement something of that sort. They just need to build it. And so that would be the final request that I would personally have for Tesla to implement in their fleet. So yeah, those are the 5 features that I would love to see Tesla implement in their fleet going forward. what do you think? What would you like to see Tesla change and add on their vehicles feature-wise and hardware-wise that doesn't exist today? Did I miss any of them? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and click that like button if you found this video helpful and informative. And I'll catch you guys next time. Still love this guy. I still love it.